What is going on, you guys? It's Alex. In today's video, I want to walk you through how to set up Google Ads for your roadside assistance business. If this is a service that you offer, I'm going to walk you through the process of how to set that up. And this is some of the results that we've been able to get for a roadside assistance client on the West Coast. This is just 30 days of data, November 2nd to December 2nd. Cost per call is 14 bucks, so significant drop from the month before. And you will see that the first few months are never going to be perfect. 42%, almost 43% conversion rate. Looking at the ad groups, right? 49% conversion rate, 54% conversion rate just for roadside assistance. An insane 49% conversion rate with 30 conversions, $12 cost per call for mobile tire repair, and a little bit higher emergency roadside assistance with, the worst conversion rate, but this is what we are collecting data for. I'm going to walk you through how to set up the campaign on your own. But if you do have questions about how to run Google Ads for your roadside assistance business, or you want me to handle it so you can get results like I just showed you, click the link below, book a call with me. Love talking, guys. Happy to answer any of your questions. And of course, see if there's any opportunity to work together to help you get more leads to grow your business. I do run Auto Leads Digital, and we specifically work with businesses in the automotive space, towing, roadside assistance, ceramic coating, detailing, stuff like that. Click the link below, book a call with me. Anyways, to set up your own campaign, I'll just show you guys how I would probably set it up in most cases. You want to go to ads@google.com. If you haven't signed up for Google yet, for Google Ads, they will make you go through the process of setting up a smart campaign. So just make sure you go ahead and follow that process and then pause the smart campaign immediately. And yeah, once you make it to this page, click on new campaign. Go ahead and select a new campaign there. Obviously, we want leads coming in, so go ahead and select leads. And Google right now is asking you to set up conversion goals. Make sure, guys, that you are tracking phone calls both on the ad level and from the website. So you want to set that up with Google Tag Manager, Google Analytics, and then even your CRM if you are using one. Do not run ads unless you are tracking conversions as accurately as possible. And then for campaign type, we just want a search campaign. And I don't typically choose any of those options. And then for name, let's just do roadside assistance. And I'll do Charlotte NC as an example to show you guys. Click continue, click start new. Now, what do you want to focus on? The default here that Google selects is conversions. I don't like starting with this. I prefer manual CPC. You can't choose this here, but I will show you guys, we're going to select that in just a few seconds. If you really are just in a hurry and you don't care, select clicks. In this space, you probably don't need to set a maximum cost per click bid limit. Clicks won't be that high, and you will get better quality clicks at the beginning if you don't set one. I will still go with manual CPC, but I'll show you guys where to change that. Click on next. You want to opt out of these two low quality networks. And then under location options, you want to go with presence people in or regularly in your included location. If you don't choose this option, your ad will show up to people outside of your service area. You just won't get relevant calls. You'll get people calling from further away than you would like. For entering your actual location, always enter it here and then see what Google actually pulls up as a location. Click advanced search and you can see that for Charlotte, that's actually far too high. So just go ahead and select radius, enter your location in here. 20-mile radius is probably pretty good. That does cover actually most of those interchanges there. But if you just want to drive like 15 miles out from the center, for example, you can just go like that. And it still covers a huge amount of highways there. All right. For these two, they'll prompt you for the EU political ads. You can just click no. Audience segments I don't usually add. For ad rotation, because I do like to split test the ads, I'll run 2 ads within an ad group. I have 1 ad with pin headlines. I do like to go with do not optimize. And then for more settings, make sure you set an ad schedule unless you are running ads literally 24/7. You can have somebody head out. You typically want to be running ads at least through the busier rush hours in your area. So like 7 to 7 is pretty good, 7 to 8, depending on where you are. And ideally later in the day as well, and on weekends especially. And there's nothing else you need to change here. Click on next. You can skip this as well. And then just click skip. Now, this is where we are going to be building out our ad groups. One of the mistakes that people make with roadside assistance, and I'll probably make a video about this, is you would imagine that roadside assistance is going to be your best search term / keyword to target. Unfortunately, that's not usually the case. That's an ad group that typically performs far worse than you would think. We get a lot of calls about people looking for something like very, not exactly roadside assistance related, or you just get a lot of random calls, people looking for CAA, or I think in the United States you've got AAA, that kind of stuff. So I just recommend choosing a service, whether you want to do jump starts or mobile tire repair, that kind of thing. You can do roadside assistance, and I will show you just how to structure that for this, but choose one or two of your services that you want, and then just break the campaign down into that. I will always run a roadside assistance ad group anyways, just to test, because every market is different. So what you want to do is open Google Ads in a new tab, click on tools, and then under planning, you have the keyword planner. Just click on the light bulb there, change this to your location. Right, that one's fine. And just hit it with roadside assistance. Like I said, you really just want to test this in every location, really. So just go ahead and grab the roadside assistance keyword, roadside assistance. You can see you'll get a lot of these search terms. People looking at BMW roadside assistance are actually looking for the dealership that could offer that. An emergency will work as well, right? And so you would want to go through and add all of these as negatives: Honda, Toyota, Tesla, all that stuff, Ford, Progressive, right? This is pretty good actually. So just copy these. And when you can see other ones like the near me searches, really what you want to do is break that down into things like, you want to have 3 ad groups per service. So if you are targeting roadside assistance, you'll have roadside assistance, you'll have roadside assistance near me, and then you'll have roadside assistance Charlotte, so plus your location. But open a new tab, go to keywordmatchtypetool.com, paste these in, phrase exact. I like to grab both of these, put them in the ad group because you get different results. Head back into your campaign, paste them here, and we're good. Now for the landing page, you definitely want to use a landing page. A lot of your calls will be coming from the call asset, but a significant amount of people will click through your landing page. I'll just show you an example of a landing page really quickly. This is one that works, and if you look at it on a mobile, just really quick, guys. Call button, right? The user actually can't scroll very far without seeing a call button. We got call for assistance, we got real photos, right? Call. It's really easy to call. You want it to be as easy as possible for the user to call you, because you just want to get that call. And this one does work incredibly well. I'll just take this one as an example. But like I said, guys, you want to use a landing page. Do not use your home page or your Google Business profile or a Facebook page. Use a dedicated landing page specifically designed to turn paid traffic into calls. Now for this, right, you can just add roadside help. And this just changes the, I just use this Nissan one as an example, as a placeholder basically. But this just basically changes the URL display path and can help increase click-through rate and helps with relevance when it comes to people actually clicking your ad. For your number, you definitely, guys, want to add your phone number here so people can call you directly from the ad. Most of your calls will be from the ad. Now for roadside assistance, you basically want to add the service, the location, call to action, pain point, and pricing, right? So if it's free for you to come out, then write that, right? Or if you have like a very baseline service fee, you can just do roadside assistance near you, right? You'll add roadside assistance Charlotte, need roadside assistance, we're here to help. You could add, we actually answer the phone, will be there in 30 minutes, and there in 30 minutes or less. Call for assistance works really well, right? And you could have something like all repairs from whatever your minimum is, $69. That helps to pre-qualify. It helps. It's worth testing. For descriptions, you're gonna have the same thing. So looking for roadside assistance in Charlotte, will be there in 30 minutes or less. Call now. Right, stranded, flat tire, car won't start. Call us for roadside assistance, serving Charlotte. Serving Charlotte. That's really good, right? This is a really good ad already. Yeah, that's pretty good. For the second ad in the ad group, I do pin headlines, right? So if you pin one, you'll see that it does change the ad in a second. Let this filter through, right? That's a really good ad. So you'll run both within the ad group just so you can test it. At this point, you're ready. I add the site links, callouts, and other assets at the campaign level or the ad group level. If you add them here, it'll add it to the account level. It'll also force add it to the campaign level. It's just your ads that target different things are going to show up with different callouts, and it's just really not something you want to add. Go ahead and click save. You can click next. Now for the budget, I always set a custom budget. Really how to find out how much you should spend, and you really want to be at the $50 per day range or higher. If you're below $50 per day, then just run a smart, run the Performance Max campaign, hope for the best. We just take this amount somewhere towards the higher end of this range and multiply it by 10. So $70, $80, $100 per day is really good. Gone are the days that you could run $10 a day budget and be okay. So I really recommend 50 a day. If you have under 50, then just hope for the best with Performance Max, assuming you can get your Google Business Profile on there. But yeah, I'm just gonna, at this point, you're ready to publish. Google's asking me to confirm, and I will confirm. But in the meantime, I will say if you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you do need help with Google Ads or you just want someone to run your ads that knows what they're doing so you can get calls and focus on the business side of things, click the link below, book a call with me. I love talking to you guys. And yeah, everything I share here online. So right now, Google's just going to review the campaign. Sometimes it takes a minute or two. Sometimes it'll be done in 20 seconds. It just really depends. I will let it run, and when it's done, I'll jump back in and show you a few more things you definitely want to change before publishing your ads to go live. All right, when it's ready to go live, it's going to look like this. Just go ahead and click Publish Campaign. Google, again, is going to ask you to set up your Google Tag. And like I said, guys, super important. Set up your Google Tag, set up Google Tag Manager, set up analytics, and make sure you're able to track those calls as accurately as possible. Even better if you can feed those converted calls, so calls that actually led to jobs, back into Google. That's a bit more advanced, and I won't get into this. If you're using a CRM, you know what that is, then you should definitely be doing that. But you should be tracking all phone numbers and then which of those actually converts. And yeah, so at this point, you first want to go set it to manual CPC. Let me pause this. So to set that, just click into your campaign here. You can close this as well. Under bidding, change bid strategy. And you want to click the selected bid strategy directly and go ahead with a manual CPC bid. What's cool about this, and I like running it at the beginning, is then if you click into your ad group, and let's just do roadside assistance broad. If you click into your ad group, you'll see that with manual CPC, you can actually get this data, estimated first page bid and estimated first position bid. This is really useful to see how much you need to spend and really what your budget should be, especially before switching to max clicks or a automated bidding strategy. And what you actually want to do now is click back into the ad group, and you will see if you hit refresh here that there is a max CPC that you can set. I'd probably do $10 for this, right? Depending on your budget, of course. Ideally, you want 5 or 10 clicks per day. Anything less than that, and then Google Ads, you'll be better off running a Performance Max campaign and really just hoping for the best at that point. We also want to go ahead and add assets. Make sure you add your call asset at the campaign level as well if it's not added. You can see here you got the headlines and descriptions. Really the assets you want to add are callouts and site links. And I'll show you how to add those. So by default, Google's going to have it added at the account level or the campaign level, but you want to add it at the ad group level. Makes it more granular, lets you track everything a little bit more accurately. So just go ahead and click plus. Could go with call out here, and you'll see the default is campaign. There's account, but we want to add it at the ad group level. Right, and then you just add something like, there in 30 minutes or less, based in Charlotte, we can fix all problems type stuff, that kind of stuff. And you want to add these at the ad group level, right? Definitely do not forget to do that. Same with your site links. You'll want to add site links, and you also will want to add the call. You can try with structured snippets. It doesn't usually pull them for roadside assistance. And then, at this point, you would add a few more ad groups, and then you are pretty much ready to go. Like I said, guys, really straightforward setup here. I just wanted to show you guys what I would walk through to get kind of the basics up and running for a roadside assistance campaign. Do not forget, make sure you're tracking everything super accurately. Make sure you're using a landing page something like this that is specifically designed to convert that paid traffic into calls, right? Somebody that needs help doesn't want to be scrolling around, and they really just want to be able to get in touch with you right away. And with that, you guys are ready and good to go for the most part. If you didn't make it this far, as always, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget, click the link below, book a call with me. If you need help with Google Ads, if you need questions, if you want me to run the ads to get you results like I showed you, get your phone ringing every day while you focus on the business side of things, I'm happy to help and always open to opportunities for working together. Thanks, guys, and we'll catch you in the next video.